Jordio, you want to take us home?
Yes, happy to. All right, so what I'm going to demo for you today is some updated market positioning for Storytell. And I'm going to actually start in our field guide. Let me pull that up here. So in our field guide, what we have is we have our core purpose. So why does Storytell exist? And then on the right side, we have our market positioning. And our market positioning uh, has been about how there's no SQL style database lookup for unstructured data. And most of a company's data is unstructured. And so, how can I actually work with all of that unstructured data? And Storytell is this platform that allows me to load that unstructured data in and work with it. And then, so as I have been talking to users, to investors, to especially investors that are like product leaders, one of the things that has become very clear is that there's a way to tell this story that positions us slightly differently based on some trends that will inevitably become true. And I just want to share with you a little bit about that new positioning language so that we can all start to be thinking about it and digesting it. I'd love to get feedback from all of you about how this resonates. So, this isn't just a one-way thing. It's a dialogue for us to be able to tell a story really effectively. But the place that I want to start is with this kind of like inevitable truth that it won't just be humans that are working with a company's data. Probably within a year, instead of humans doing the work, it's going to, at least partly, and maybe quite a bit, be humans managing AI agents that are doing the work. And I'll tell you, I'm already having this experience with Cursor. So I'm using Cursor a lot to create versions of the next Storytell release that I can put in front of users. And I'm literally just chatting with Cursor to do that. It's Cursor that's doing the work. Now, obviously, I'm not a developer. I'm not pushing production code. It would be dangerous if I were, but I'm able to get enough done to be able to tell a story. And I'm just managing an agent to do that. And in fact, I did a blog post about this. And in this blog post, I call it Vibe CEOing. I talk about how I'm using Cursor and I have some examples. And I just want to show you these examples where I am asking Cursor to do things in our code base. And Cursor is, apologizing for the confusion. It seems I made a mistake and it's responding to me in Chinese. I mean, it's kind of funny how early it is. And already, even though it's so early, how valuable it already is. And so it's inevitably going to become true that it's going to be humans managing AI agents to work with a company's data. And so that gives us an interesting opportunity because we can start to think about Storytell not just as a web interface for humans, but as a platform and system that allows also AI agents to start to get their work done. Because AI agents need access to data too. An AI agent is only as good as the data that it's accessing. And so I'm starting to play with this mostly just from a VC fundraising perspective. And I asked Storytell to describe itself in this way. And so I just want to show you a couple of things that Storytell gave back. And I've highlighted in blue. Let's just take 1 minute to, you can kind of like just focus on the things that are in blue if you'd like, but just take a minute to read this.